Hello everyone, now we have to discuss the next concept, that is AC circuits. So, last class we have completed the entire concept of DC circuits, that is there is excitation is what? DC excitation, but here we are providing the excitation is AC excitation to the circuits. That is why those circuits are called as AC circuits, right? AC circuits. So, in case of DC circuits, DC excitation we are providing, right? That is, we are providing independent voltage sources and independent current sources, right? Like this. This is voltage source, this is current source. But coming to AC excitation, we are providing sinusoidal excitation. We are providing sinusoidal excitation, right. So, like this we have to represent the sinusoidal excitation. Means, for example, we considering a waveform, we have positive half cycle, we have negative half cycle, right. This is periodic function, So, we have positive half cycle, negative half cycle, this is AC quantity, right. So, like this we have triangular wave, that is here also we have positive half cycle, negative half cycle, this is also AC quantity. Like that we have square, right. Here also we have positive as well as negative. So, these all are AC quantities only, sinusoidal wave, triangular wave, square wave, but we are providing sinusoidal excitation for the AC circuits. Why only sinusoidal excitation? That is, the question is why only sinusoidal excitation for the AC circuits, not remaining others, that is triangular wave or square wave. Means, for this the excitation representation is what? Triangular, right? Triangular. For this the excitation representation is what? Like this. This is triangular, this is square. Why not this triangular? Why not this square? Why only sinusoidal excitation for AC circuits? Now, we have to discuss that point. Then here the question comes, why only sinusoidal excitation for the AC circuits? Why not square wave excitation? Why not triangular excitation? For this the answer you have to write. The answer is, listen carefully all of you. If we differentiate or integrate the functions, if we integrate or differentiate the functions other than sinusoidal function, if we integrate or differentiate the functions which are nothing but other than sinusoidal function, for example, consider square wave or triangular wave, then the output nature is not same as the the output nature is not same as the nature of input function, but if we differentiate or integrate the sinusoidal function, the output nature of the output is same as the nature of the input function. That's it. This is the reason. That's why we are providing AC excitation to the AC circuits. See, the reason is, if we differentiate or integrate the functions other than sinusoidal functions, then the output nature is not same as the nature of the input function. But if we integrate or differentiate the sinusoidal function, the output is same as the nature of the input function. For that example, with this example we have clear idea. Consider first triangular. This is sinusoidal, okay. Triangular. This is, for example, input, okay. Input is like this, output we have to observe. Input is like this, input is triangular, right. Okay, like this. Like that, for this the input is sine, okay. For this the output we have to draw. For this the output we have to draw. For this the output is if we integrate or differentiate, right. Now, here I am providing the differentiation. Differentiation of inputs, right. Differentiation of inputs. So, if we differentiate triangular wave, we will get output as square. So, input is triangular, but output is what? We got square. Both functions are same or not? Triangular function is different, square function is different. So, if we differentiate triangular wave, we will get square as output, that is square function as output. Those two natures are different. But if we differentiate sinusoidal, we will get this is what? Cos function, right. See, if we differentiate sinusoidal, we will get cos function. This is only differentiation. This is only example. To explain this point, here I am considering only one example. So, the input is triangular. If we differentiate the triangular wave, we will get square wave as the output. But see the nature, the nature is triangular, here the nature is square. But coming to this, input's nature is what? Sine, output nature is cos. Both natures are same. Simple. that is sin omega t, for example. The input is sin omega t. Coming to the output, we got cos omega t, right? The input is sin, output is cos. Sir, how can you say these two natures are same? So, in order to get sine function as the output, what we have to do? We have to transform this cos omega t into sine function. How we can do that? That is, cos omega t should be transformed into sin omega t plus pi by 2, that is this is plus pi by 2, this is plus pi by 2. We will discuss in detail what is this angle and what is this phase displacement. So, here we have sin omega t and again sin omega t plus pi by 2, both are comes under same nature. Now, we have clear idea, right. So, for that, if we represent linear time invariant system, the input is what? A sin omega t and the output is b sin omega t plus or minus phi. What is this phi, sir? That is phase angle between input and output. Phase angle between input and output. We will discuss in detail what is this phase angle and what are the phasor diagrams with respect to this input and output. Okay. So, here A is the magnitude, sin omega t, here same frequency, omega is nothing but frequency. Here the A is what? Magnitude. This is magnitude, this is frequency and this is what? Phase between input and output. So, from input to output, what we have to observe? That is, frequency is same, but magnitude and phase are different. This is the important update. So, this is the main reason why we are providing only AC excitation to the AC circuits. We have concluded that what? A signal having the form of sinusoidal form or cosine form. A signal is having the form of sine or cosine function. That is it, right. So, if we consider sine function, this is the sinusoidal quantity, right. So, this is for example current waveform or voltage waveform, whether it may be current or voltage with respect to time, okay. So, let us say this is 1. What is this point? This is the maximum point of that waveform, right. That is the peak point of that wave. Like that, what is this point? This is also peak point in negative half cycle. So, this is the peak point in positive half cycle, this is the peak point in negative half cycle, like that. So, what is this point at x axis? X axis is what? T, representation of time, and y axis is representation of current or voltage, okay. So, what is this point on x axis, and like that what is this point? Let us say X axis represents what? Time period. Let us say this is t by 2, this is t, this is 3t by 2. Okay? We have different instants at this x axis, that is at this instant the time is 0, at this instant the time is t by 2, at this instant t like that, 3t by 2 like that, 2t like that. Okay? So, here the point is what? Peak point in positive half cycle like that, this is the peak point in negative half cycle, means what? That is the maximum value of that respective current or voltage waveform. For example, if you considering voltage, if you consider voltage, this is what? Voltage value, that too that is maximum Vm, right. Now, this is what? Minus Vm, that is it may be maximum value of current when the waveform is current, it may be maximum value of voltage when the waveform is voltage, minus Im or minus Vm, that is it. Okay. So, for this Vm sin omega t we got. This is the representation, this is the instantaneous, this is the instantaneous value, this is maximum value, this is frequency or angular frequency. This is the representation of sine quantity with respect to AC excitation. So, V is equals to Vm sin omega t. Vm is nothing but what? Maximum value of that waveform into representation is what? Sine. This omega t is what? It should be rotate over 360 degrees. That is why angular frequency, representation of angular velocity, radians per second. This is what? Time period. Next, for example, if we change, if we would like to change x axis, if we would like to change x axis from t to omega t, from t to omega t, what we have to do? We all know that which is nothing but angular frequency, right, which is equals to 2 pi f, which is nothing but omega. So, from this f is equals to what? Omega by 2 pi, which is nothing but reciprocal of time period. Therefore, from this t is equals to 2 pi by omega, therefore, omega is equals to 2 pi by t, omega t is equals to 2 pi, that is omega equals to what? 2 pi by t, that is then when t is equals to 0, what is omega t, which is equals to 0, right, means we have to transform this t into omega t, means we have to transform this waveform into omega t form. So, at this instant t is equals to 0, right, therefore, omega t is equals to 0, clear. Now, when t is equals to t by 2, when t is equals to t by 2, then here omega is what? 2 pi by t, 2 pi by t into what is the value of t here? Into t by 2, right, t gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled, therefore, pi, right. For example, this is t, this is omega t, clear. When t is equals to 3, this is 2 pi by t into t. We have 2 pi. Like that, when t is equals to 2t completed, 3t by 2, 2 pi by t into 3t by 2. 2 gets cancelled, t gets cancelled, then the answer is 3 pi. Like that, t is equals to nt, we will get omega t is equals to n pi, that is the meaning, okay, or nt by 2. If t is equals to nt by 2, we will get omega t as n pi. Then we have to represent this sine function with respect to that omega t. Now we have to represent the sine wave with respect to omega t axis. So, like this we got the waveform. Do not scale it, approximately I have drawn this. Okay. This is I R V, this is current waveform or voltage waveform, whatever it may be. This is the axis of omega t, and y axis is what? Current or voltage, that is it. Now, this is 0 instant, this is what? Previous with respect to t axis, this is what? T by 2. Now, it is what? Pi, right? This is 2 pi, this is 3 pi. So, this is positive half cycle, this is negative half cycle. So, for every period, that is from 0 to pi, one cycle changes, not cycle, not full cycle, half cycle changes. So, from 0 to pi we have positive half cycle, pi to 2 pi negative half cycle, but from 0 to 2 pi we have full cycle. This is what? This is what? Full cycle. That is nothing but called as one cycle, called as one cycle, right? So, from here to here off cycle. Okay. Then what is this instant? We all know that this instant is what? I m or V m, right? If it is current waveform, that is the maximum value of current. If it is voltage waveform, that is maximum value of voltage. Like that, this is minus I m or minus V m. That is it. This is like this. Okay. So, this is the representation of this waveform, or if it is current waveform, or I is equals to I m sin omega t. Okay. This is the representation of this waveform. So, from this, V is instantaneous value, V m is maximum value, and this is the angular value, angular frequency. This is the time period at this instant. Now, we have to discuss some terminologies with respect to this representation, sign representation. So, first is maximum value, or we can say peak value, or we can say peak value. So, what is peak value? It is the maximum value or peak. Peak value of waveform during either in positive half cycle or negative half cycle, right. So, it is the maximum value of the waveform during positive half cycle or during negative half cycle. That is, if you considering during positive half cycle, Vm or Im is the maximum value, right. Like that, during negative half cycle, minus Vm or minus Im is the maximum value. That is if we considering voltage waveform, considering voltage waveform, therefore, V is equals to Vm sin omega t during positive half cycle. What is the value? During negative half cycle, what is the value? In this case, V is equals to Vm sin omega t, but during negative half cycle, V is equals to minus Vm sin omega t. That is it. Okay. This is maximum value from this representation. Next, we will discuss instantaneous value. Instantaneous value. Here, this V is nothing but what? Instantaneous value. Like that, this Vm maximum value, right. Now, we have to discuss instantaneous value. It is the value of the waveform at any instant of time. It is the value of the waveform at any instant of time. For example, if we considering this is the voltage waveform, let us say this is V1. Before that, it is denoted with small letters. There is no particular reason for that. In order to differentiate this maximum value and this instantaneous value, we have to denote this instantaneous value with respect to small letters. That is the only reason, right. Therefore, this is V1. So, at this instant, for example, the time is T1. Now, if this is the point, this is V2. At this instant, the time is T2. See, what is the basic difference between instantaneous and maximum value? So, maximum value is same for every waveform. The maximum value for positive half cycle and for negative half cycle at any instant it is same, but coming to the instantaneous value, it is changes with respect to different instants. At T1 we are going to get V1, that is one value. At T2 we are going to get a different value of V2, that is another value. So, with respect to different instants, we are going to get different values of instantaneous voltages. So, it is denoted with small letters like V1, V2 up to so on Vn, right. Then V1, small v1 is the instantaneous value at t1. Therefore, V1 is what? Vm sin omega t1, right. V1 is the instantaneous value at t1. Therefore, V1 is what? Vm sin omega t1. Means what? So, we have to get the value of V1. This is the maximum value, okay. Sin, this is 2 pi f into t1, like this. Then we have to substitute the t1. For example, it is 0.5 second, f is 50 hertz, we all know that. Pi is 3.14, 2 into 3.14 into 50 into 0.5. Sin of that value, we are going to get some finite value. So, Vm is, for example, 1 volt. 1 into that finite value is nothing but V1. So, for this value of t1, we will get V1. So, for different instance, we will get different values of V1, right. Next V2. V2 is what? V2 is the instantaneous value at t2. See, this t1 instant is present in what? Positive half cycle. This t2 instant is present in negative half cycle. Therefore, V2 is nothing but you have to provide minus Vm, or you can write minus V2, okay. This is appropriate. You can write minus V2, this is V1, okay. Sin omega t2, that is, you will get minus V2, right. That is why V2 is negative. Minus V2 is the instantaneous value at t2. Why it is minus? See, during this negative half cycle, the maximum value is what? Minus Vm, if we considering voltage waveform, minus Vm into sin omega t2. So, like this we have to get the different values of voltages at different instants. But if we compare instantaneous value and maximum value, instantaneous value changes with respect to different instants, but coming to maximum value, it is constant for every waveform, right. We can write that note point. Note, instantaneous value is changes with respect to different instants, right. But maximum value is constant at any instant, at any instant. That's it. This is very important note point, okay, very important one. Maximum value is constant at any instant, but coming to instantaneous value, that is different for different instants.